guys, welcome back to my channel. And I know my hair looks a mess and I'm really just wearing this cami as a bedtime top because I usually don't have actual pajamas. I just grab random stuff. But anyways, yeah, I mean, who doesn't? But my hair, I gotta hurry up and get that fixed. It is July 9th, 9:30 a.m. I got up at 9 a.m. and I haven't been lollygagging around, but I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to be wearing today. And then I got to work at 10:30. So, yep, I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to wear today and what I'm going to wear after I get out of work, because today I'm going to be meeting some of my dad's side of the family at my niece's graduation party. So, yeah, I'll give a little rundown, but I need to get my breakfast first, so let's do that. So I am going to be making breakfast, but I'm gonna just be eating cereal quick and fast. So real quick before I start talking about meeting my dad's side of the family, I first want to talk about this. Yep, got that baby done back in April. This is during spring break. Everyone was on spring break. I had a couple days off and I really wanted to do something. And by something, I mean get tatted like my mom. But I always was on the fence about tattoos. Not because, oh, like they're ugly or whatnot. No, it's because when you get older, they sag and they just, I don't know. I didn't know how else to think about that, so I just wasn't a big fan. Well, then I kept thinking to myself, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get one. And all the ones I get, I said were going to be meaningful to me, and I'm not going to like go out and get a lot. This was my first one. I took my mom and aunt with me. The meaning behind it. So there's no specific meaning. It was kind of just a spare of the moment tattoo, so I just like was like, okay, yeah, I want something with butterflies. Something a lot of people do. So I got something with butterflies, but it was not really the butterflies that meant the meaning part. It was the love, peace, joy. I need that stuff in my life. Like, I need joy in my life. I need peace in my life. I need love in my life. Because, like, I need to remember that I have all those things. I do. And sometimes I get down and I'm just supposed to look, when I'm down, I'm supposed to look at it and be like, remember, I have people that love me. I have joy. Like, I'm joyful a lot. Why am I acting like I'm not? And then peace. I do have peace with a lot of things. The big thing, my whole dad situation, which again, I'll get into that. But that's just what it's supposed to mean. The place that I went to was a 10 out of 10. They were clean. There was actually two places. They were of the same company. They were on one side of town and then the other one was on the other side. And the one that we didn't go to, they said they were super busy. And then the one we did go to, barely anyone there. So I was like, okay, we're going to this one. I need to eat my cereal and then we'll get started with the story. Okay, so we transitioned to the bathroom. So let's hurry because it is now 9:50 and I have to take my doggies out one more time before I leave for work. So let's get on with the story. So I met my dad when I was just like 4 years old. And when I was littler, a couple times I'd go to like his house, like, because he lived in a few different spots. I'd go to his houses here and there, but I don't know. It's just, I was so attached to my mom that I did not want to go. Like, I was like, no. That he ended up he was coming to my old house that we were living at the time. And he'd come to my house and hang out with me there. because why not? Like, it was just my mom and I, so that's what we did. Well, then in 2015 it was. No, I can't remember. 2015, I'm pretty sure it was. I moved to my grandparents' house because the house we had for rent, our landlord was putting it up for sale. So we had to, like, get out of there. And so we went to my grandma's, and my mom said, you can still come over. Like, my grandparents were fine with him coming over to see me, and he said that he didn't feel comfortable doing that, or something along those lines. Didn't feel comfortable doing that in my grandparents' house. Probably knew my grandma would be giving him the stink eye. No, I'm just kidding. So we didn't talk. Like, we didn't talk for a while. And then in 2021, in the beginning of the year, I decided to download Facebook Messenger again because I didn't have it. It was taking up too much space in my phone, and I even made a Facebook post saying, please don't message me over that. If you need my number, ask my mom. I decided to re-download it, and I seen texts from my dad on there, and I was like, I messaged him a few long things, and I was like, why didn't you answer me? Why didn't you wish me a happy birthday? All this stuff. And he answered back, and we kind of started talking again. He goes, I'm so sorry. Like, I thought you didn't want to. And I'm like, he was assuming. So we kind of started talking again in the beginning of last year. And then kind of stopped talking again in like later April, early May. And then I had my graduation party, and he came to that. We didn't really talk at my graduation party. I was talking to other people, and then we maybe talked for like a hot sec. He actually said he didn't feel good when he had came because he had ate something bad like the day before. And I was like, okay, well, then after my party we didn't really talk again. And I actually started going to counseling. It was mostly for my daddy issues, but I ended up talking to my dad literally like a week or like a few days after or before I started counseling. And so I decided to just continue going because I kind of was starting to get depressed. Not just with the whole daddy issues, but I graduated and I was getting judged by people for not going to college. I mostly wanted to go to a guy counselor, believe it or not, because the whole daddy issues thing. And then I started talking to my dad, and I was like, okay, I'm fine with going to a lady counselor. And it worked out. So I did that, did counseling for a little bit, and then I stopped going at the beginning of this year. So yeah, I talked to my dad still. I'm going to my niece's graduation party today after I got out of work, like I said. And yeah. So the next thing, after I brush my teeth. So let's continue talking about my dad before I go to work, or as I'm leaving to work. So I want to clarify that I have 4 half siblings on my dad's side. I know all of them, met them when I was younger as well. I have 2 older sisters and 2 older brothers, and I talked to my one sister like here and there. Her daughter's the one that's having the party today. My other sister I don't talk to as much. She's not really social, so that's why I don't talk to her. And then my one brother, he lives kind of by me, and talk to him here and there. And then my other brother, again, is kind of here and there too. I don't, but then not really at the same time. Like, he comments and likes on my Facebook stuff sometimes, but it's not, like, we don't talk a whole lot. I know I'm gonna be seeing, obviously, my sister, that her daughter's graduation party. And then my one brother. My other brother, he actually lives in Tennessee, so he was just in our area maybe like 3 weeks ago, so I don't really know if he's even though it says he's going to her party, I don't really know if he is gonna be there, because he might have just gave her a card when he was here last. And then my older sister, like I said, she's not really social. She doesn't really get out a lot, so I don't really know if she'll be there. If she is, then I'll see her, because I haven't seen her in a while. But yeah, so I know my siblings on my dad's side, and their kids. My one sister, the one I keep mentioning about her daughter's party, I actually went to school with, she has 4 kids. I went to school with with 3 of them. The oldest one, he's probably like my cousin's age, so probably like 22 or so. He didn't go to the same school we did, so I didn't really go to school with him, but my other nephew, I graduated with him, and then his sister was a grade behind us, so my niece, she was class of 2022, so I still saw her at school. And then my other niece, she's a grade behind, or she's like a couple grades behind me, so I saw her at school as well, here and there. So we all know who each other are. They know I'm their aunt, and I know they're my nephews and my niece and nephews, so yeah. And then my one brother that lives in the same area I do, he has a little girl who's probably like my little cousin's age. I think she's like 7. I haven't met her, so that shows like that. I haven't met her, so I'm kind of hoping she's at the party so I meet her, and then a couple other people, but it's mostly like my dad's family, like his cousins, his brothers. I know his sisters won't be there because they live in Texas, unless they just abruptly are here, but I kind of doubt it. Even though I had private messaged my one aunt that's active on my Facebook. I think she's probably the only one I have on Facebook. I don't think I have my other aunt. But I private messaged her and was like telling her I really hope I can meet her one day and all this and blah blah blah. And she goes, "Oh yes, sweetheart, I really want to meet you too." She said I'm hoping to come down to Michigan, or come up to Michigan next year. So this year, because I texted her that at the end of 21, and I was like, okay. And it's already July and she hasn't been up here yet, so I'm crossing my fingers she's here by the end of the year, because it's probably different for her than it is for me, because I can't just go down to Texas. But I mean, I probably could, but I wouldn't have anyone to go with, and I don't feel comfortable going by myself. Yeah, it is time for me to go into work, so I will talk to you guys after I get out of work. Hey guys, just getting out of work. It's 3:04. I was gonna leave like a minute or 2 early, but I got talking with my coworkers and I lost track of time, so it's time for me to heady outie. So I'm gonna go home first so I can park the car, since I said my sister lives down the street from me, or like down, not really my street, she lives like on the road next to me, so I gotta, but still I consider it down the road, street, whatever. I'm gonna walk there. Guys, I try not to admit this a lot, but I am really shaking about meeting my dad's side. Like, it's not supposed to be like a bad thing, but my nerves and just meeting new people in general make me, and it's the fact that it's family that I'm gonna be meeting, not just people I'll probably see like one time and then never see again. I'm sure I'll see these people again. I had a chance to meet family recently at they had like a little party for my brother at my dad's house, but I couldn't go because I had to work, so I didn't go. And I was like, I feel bad, but I mean, it is what it is. So, or I could have went after I got out of work, but I don't know, I wasn't feeling very well. I started to not feel super good, so I was like, yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna be able to make it. But I am going to stop vlogging for now until I am getting ready to walk over to my sister's house. So I will start vlogging from my phone. So I am stupid because I forgot to vlog me walking to my sister's. So I'm vlogging me walking home now. I said bye to everyone. My dad was like, where are you going? And I'm like, home? Like, he was like, what? You're not gonna stay longer? And I was like, I've already been here for a few hours. I was really nervous for nothing. There was only a few relatives of my dad's side that were there. The rest were my stepmom's side. And so I met them. But otherwise, my dad's family, there's only a few there. So that's fine though. I'll meet them at more things. I ate a little bit. Good rice. And then some fruit. And then a hot dog. I also forgot to mention that I got to meet my little niece. She's 8. And then I'm a great aunt. I think I forgot to mention my nephew has a daughter. And so I got to meet her and hold her. And I was so happy about that. I am just about to be home, walking on the sidewalk, and then gonna walk in my driveway. And I'm home. So I think I'm gonna end this video now with just saying you can be nervous, but I'm sure it'll all work out in the end. So thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Push the subscribe button down below, and I'll see ya.